Since leaving Samar early in September, I have since returned to find Phase 1 of our roof deck project completed. This trip, my goal is to design a roof structure that will be completed sometime over the next month or two. Our desire is to have the roof completed in time for our upcoming village fiesta next February. Also note that the next door neighbor's roof has been completed since some recent videos I did. And unfortunately, it blocks much of our ocean view. But that's okay. At least up here on the roof deck we can chillax with a better breeze, and the sunsets aren't that bad from up here either. Meanwhile, at street level, a piglet salesman shows up with his wares, and I just had to investigate. Magkano? How much? Huh? 3.5? Oh. 3.5. One of the biggest inconveniences anyone will face when living in the Philippines is the brownout. And I just woke up, laying in bed. It's 6:15, and the power went off. This can't be good. The term brownout originally derives from the dimming of incandescent lighting when voltage reduces. But here in the Philippines, the term brownout refers not only to a drop in voltage, but to an intentional or unintentional power outage, or blackout. Brownouts tend to be caused by increased demand for power, shortages in network capacity, or extreme weather conditions, putting an additional strain on electricity networks. Statistics from a 2021 study indicate that Luzon encounters more frequent power interruptions, while the Visayas experiences longer power outages. However, extended power outages in relation to storms and other environmental-related factors tend to be more frequent in Luzon. In our area, the two main reasons for unscheduled brownouts are demand and weather conditions. During the time of year when the southwest monsoon dominates the weather, the strong winds contribute to more than a normal number of power outages, mostly from falling tree branches and trees, and I've been told even a falling coconut can take out a power line from time to time. In any case, this was the final brownout count during our previous trip in August. This trip, I came alone, and there has been only one outage in the 2 weeks that I've been here, and that was caused by a fire in the barangay next to our village, lasting only 1 hour. I remember just a few short years ago when there were only a handful of expats living in the Calbayog City area. When we got word of an all-day brownout, we would all make plans to spend the entire day at the beach. We would rent some cottages, bring plenty of food and beer, and would make the day of it. We never really felt inconvenienced that way, and by the time we got home, the power would normally be back on, and all things were good. We do have a diesel generator that is basically on standby here at the house for those extended outages, but we rarely use it. The thought of going through another super typhoon event like Typhoon Yolanda is depressing enough, and to live through it without any power would be downright demoralizing. Another option if you have a vehicle is to invest in an inverter, which can provide enough power to keep your refrigerator charged, a fan running, and a phone charger as needed. Living in the Philippines without power is challenging, but living without running water can make things downright miserable. Having no running water and no electricity is simply unthinkable to me, but living here in a land of natural disasters, anything is possible. I remember a friend once, before we left Mississippi, he asked me, why would I move to a country like the Philippines?
with monsoon rains and super typhoons, earthquakes, mudslides, tsunamis, 100 and some volcanoes, 56 of them being active. Why would you move to someplace like that? My only response was to get away from these damn tornadoes.
There's only one thing to do when the internet goes out. That's to do some cooking. So I'm cooking up a pot of Hungarian sausage, and I bought all the Hungarian sausage I could find. I also bought some of these little breakfast sausages, which are pretty good. So I'm making Hungarian sausage and cabbage. I'm going to throw some potatoes in there too. But the secret ingredient, not really a secret, but the key ingredient is caraway seed. If you don't have caraway seed, it won't taste the same. But you can still make it without it, I guess. So anyway, that's what we're having for lunch and supper. Polo sausage and cabbage. Or in the old country, Polo sausage and cabbage. Here it's Hungarian sausage and cabbage.